What if I told you that your cat doesn't think you're human? It sounds strange, but it's true. To them, you are not their owner, not their human, not even a different species. You are something much bigger. In this video, we're going to discover what you really are to your cat, from a perspective of feline science and instinctive behavior. You'll understand why they follow you around the house, why they rub up against you, or why they bring you unexpected gifts. And yes, you're going to discover that they've been talking to you this whole time. Get ready, because after this, you'll never look at your cat the same way again. Does your cat know you're human? This is a question that, on the surface, seems absurd. But if we look at it from a feline perspective, the answer is much more complex and fascinating. The reality is that your cat has no interest in defining you as human. Their brains aren't designed to classify species like ours. What really matters to them is how you make them feel. Cats don't need labels to form bonds. Instead of saying, "This being is human," your cat thinks, "This presence feeds me, strokes me, speaks to me in a soft tone, reassures me." Their world revolves around sensory stimuli, smell, sound, routine, not rational structures. If you meet their basic and emotional needs, they'll integrate you into their world, whoever you are. That's why many of their behaviors with you, such as rubbing against you, licking you, or sleeping on your chest, are the same as they would with another cat. They're not random gestures. They're clear signs that they consider you part of their inner circle. They may not know you're human, but they do know that you're someone important. A member of their group. A companion with whom they share territory, trust, and affection. And in a cat's mind, that's far more valuable than any biological category. Because when a cat accepts you as their own, it doesn't matter what you are, it matters what you stand for. A secret language just between you two. You may not know it, but you and your cat have been conversing for a while now, just not in words. The meow, for example, isn't a language adult cats use with each other. It's a code they've created exclusively to communicate with us. And the most incredible thing, each cat develops its own personal language to speak to its human. This doesn't happen by chance. Your cat has learned, through patience and observation, that if it meows a certain way, you respond a certain way. If it rubs against your legs before eating, if it looks at you from the door and then walks away waiting for you to follow, or if it spins around before lying down next to you, all of this is part of a communication system it has built with you, step by step. This language isn't universal or automatic. It's intimate, unique, exclusive. It's a silent pact between two species that decided to understand each other without the need for words. Your cat doesn't need to explain its emotions to you. She shows them to you with her body, with her habits, with her silences. And if you learn to listen with your heart, you will begin to understand what she has been telling you since day one. I am with you. You are mine. And I am yours. That bond, without translation, is one of the purest forms of love that exists. Why does your cat give you gifts? One morning you wake up and see it there, right at your bedroom door, a feather, an insect, a piece of a toy, or, if your cat has left the house, even a small prey. The first reaction is usually surprise or discomfort. But what you may not know is that this gesture is one of the most affectionate acts in the feline world. When a cat brings you something, it's not doing it to scare you or on a whim. It does so because it considers you an essential part of its group. In its deepest instinct, this means it must take care of you, protect you, and teach you. Yes, for it, you may not yet know how to hunt, so it shows you how it's done. Or maybe it simply wants to share with you something it considers valuable. Because in its emotional logic, what is shared is protected. And what is protected is loved. That gift is not a simple object. It's a symbolic offering. It's their way of saying, "You're part of my family. I care about you. And I want you to be okay." Many humans reject or ignore these acts without understanding what they really mean. But if you look beyond the object, you'll see the intention. And there you'll discover something beautiful, your cat not only accepts you, they also feel responsible for you. In their world, this gesture is pure love wrapped in instinct. Why don't they always understand each other? Sometimes it seems like your cat lives in his own world. He does things you don't understand, and you act in ways that make no sense to him. And even though you share the same house, the same couch, and even the same routines, there's an invisible wall of misunderstanding that sometimes separates you. That wall isn't one of heartbreak, but of language. Your cat invites you to follow him when he stops in the hallway and looks at you before turning around. He's trying to communicate something when he lies on his back, or when he sits silently looking at you from across the room. But often you don't understand. And he doesn't always understand why you pick him up without warning, why you speak so loudly, or why you close the door when he just wants to be near you. This mismatch isn't anyone's fault. They're two species with very different ways of communicating. But there's something that unites them, the desire to be together. Your cat, despite everything, doesn't give up on you. He observes, learns, adapts his behavior, because he wants to connect with you. He wants you to understand him. And you, little by little, also learn to decipher his signals, to read his language. It's a mutual effort. A bridge built with patience and love. And when you manage to cross it, even for a moment, the connection is as real as any words, or more so. You are many things to your cat, and they're all important. Your cat doesn't need you to be consistent. He doesn't expect you to be just one thing. To him, you're many people in one life. There are days when he sees you as a littermate. Someone to share the silence of the home with, to sleep peacefully on the couch with, to feel part of something bigger. Other days, he curls up on your chest as if you were his mother, seeking you out with that soft meow he used when he was just a kitten. In those moments, you are his refuge. And sometimes, when he perches in front of you with an attentive gaze or places a gift at your feet, he seems to assume the opposite role, as if you were his young, his responsibility, his helpless little being to care for. You are also his provider. The one who fills the bowl, the one who opens the door, the one who arranges the blankets. But that's the least important thing. Because what your cat truly values isn't what you do, but what you mean. Your species doesn't matter to him. He doesn't need to know if you're human, cat, or something in between. It's enough for him to know that you're constant. That you're there. That you belong to him. And when he looks at you, when he chooses you, when he waits for you in silence, he's telling you with every part of his body, I don't know what you are. But I know you're mine. And to him, that's everything. Did you know that your cat talks to you every day, even if you don't understand its language? There are subtle, touching, and surprising signals it uses to communicate with you, and they often go unnoticed. In the video that appears on screen, 10 behaviors cats use to communicate with you, you'll discover how to interpret every gesture, every glance, every meow, and thus truly understand what your cat is trying to tell you. If you want to strengthen that unique and deep bond that only you and your cat share, don't miss it. Now that you know all this, maybe you'll start looking at your cat differently. Not as a mysterious animal acting on instinct, but as a deeply sensitive being who has decided to share his world with you, in his own way. He doesn't need you to be perfect. He doesn't need you to speak his language. He just needs you to be present. To respond with affection, with attention, with that look that says, I'm here for you, as you are for me. Because for your cat, it doesn't matter what you are. What matters is who you are to him. A companion. A refuge. A piece of home. And if you've ever wondered if your cat loves you, the answer lies in every small gesture, in every shared silence, in every moment he decides to stay by your side, asking nothing in return. Now I ask you, what is that special gesture your cat makes with you that makes you feel part of his world? Tell us in the comments. We read every story with an open heart. And if this video touched you, share it with someone who also loves cats. Because understanding them not only changes our relationship with them, it also changes the way we understand love. Thanks for being here. See you next video.